Hello, I am S4Lee64, also known as Sally, and today we are breaking down the final episode of Peacemaker Season 2, Full Nelson. The episode starts 1 month ago. Chris and Harcourt are hanging out at Big Belly Burger, where they are drinking and bonding. Soon after exiting the burger joint, Chris apprehend a catcaller harassing Harcourt. He then calm her down to keep the mood light. As they walk around the docks, Chris notices a boat concert for the rock band, Nelson. In the present, Chris is in prison, refusing to let any of the 11th Street kids visit him. Meanwhile, at Argus, Rick Flag Sr. has partnered up with more of Lex's old team, Otis Berg, Amanda McCoy, and Allie Jessup. Flag dispatches a squad to enter the QUC and find new dimensions. One of the dimensions the team ran into is the world of the Imps that the Blue Dragon mentions back in Episode 1. The Imps attack the team. They manage to escape, but Agent Klein was killed during the attack. Later in Economos' house, Economos is looking for Eagly. While voicing his unease with Flag, Harcourt repeats Flag's supposed objective. He skeptically asks when Argus has ever acted for the good of the people. He then finds Eagly, who is just standing in the corner of a closet, depressed. Meanwhile, Adebayo visits Adrian and attempts to convince him to use his hoard of blood money to bail out Chris. Refusing to at first, he is advised to take something bad and make something good out of it. After getting out of prison, Chris goes and picks up Eagly and leaves town. Back at Argus, more agents are sent to the QUC finding more universes. Flag and his team celebrate every breakthrough, while more and more agents die. One of these dimensions is filled with zombies. This could be a reference to the DCEASED universe. Soon, Harcourt, Bordeaux, and Agent Angler find a vast habitable field world meeting all of Flag's criteria. When Harcourt delivers the report, Flag celebrates the breakthrough but refuses to explain its purpose. At the Pentagon, Flag and Luther's team present the recently discovered world to Secretary of Defense General Stephen Maury. They call this world Salvation, and that they are going to use this world as a prison for metahumans. Being a metahuman herself, Bordeaux meets with Harcourt at Big Belly Burger and fills her in on the details and no longer wanting to take part in Flag plans. Harcourt then introduces her to Adebayo, hoping their shared conscience can inspire change. In the bathroom, Harcourt sees the boat tickets in her mirror. She remembers that night on the boat. At the Nelson concert, she and Chris share a kiss. Startled by her own feelings, she hurriedly walks away. Back in the present, Adebayo breaks up with her wife. At Argus, Economos distracts Lex's team while Bordeaux and Harcourt locate Chris. Soon, the 11th Street kids find Chris at a motel. Inside, Chris tells them he feels cursed for all the death that he brings, and that he has been avoiding them to keep them safe. But Adebayo tells him that all these deaths were caused because he was not listening to himself. When he does, he inspires the people around them and raises their spirits. As the group departs, Chris quickly asks Harcourt for the last time if their kiss on the cruise meant anything to her. She admits that it did. Relieved, he celebrates, his mind finally at peace. Within the next week, the group uses Adrian's blood money and, alongside Bordeaux, Fleury, and Judomaster, form a new agency dedicated to making the world better. Checkmate. In the comics, Checkmate is a government organization. It made its first appearance in 1988 Action Comic issue 598. At night, Chris is kidnapped by Argus. He learns that Rick Flag Sr. is planning on using him as a test subject to inhabit Salvation. The series ends with Chris now stranded in Salvation with unknown danger nearby. Salvation, also known as Cygnus 4019, is a training planet used by the New Gods of Apocalypse. It was also used as a prison for villains in 2008 Salvation Run. That's the end of the video. Did you like it? Was there anything I got wrong? Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to. Goodbye and have a nice day.